Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello students, my name is Professor Arceneaux. I will be teaching JMS 200, Introduction to Contemporary Media for Spring 2018. I made this little video as a quick introduction. We are not meeting on the first class day. We are not meeting Thursday, January 18th. That is supposed to be our first class meeting. I'm going to be out of town for the Sundance Film Festival. The first time we meet, the first time you see me lecturing in that big room is going to be Tuesday, January 23rd. Let me check that. I believe that is the correct date. Tuesday, January 23rd is the first time we meet. Yes. Okay. All right. The class covers contemporary media industries, and I use the term media industries to cover as much as possible. Radio, television, film, newspapers, magazines, video games, okay? The one thing that we do not cover a great deal is digital and social media. That is because there is another large class, JMS 210, that covers digital and social media. So you can think of this class as covering the traditional media industries, sometimes called the legacy media industries, which are still doing rather well, and there is a great many job opportunities in a wide range of media industries. Okay, now the purpose of the class is to teach you some fundamental basics. Airplane pause.
I think it's gone.
Okay, the purpose of the class is to teach you about legal, ethical, economic, social, and cultural issues related to various media industries. Now, if you want to major in anything in the School of Journalism and Media Studies, that would be journalism, advertising, public relations, or media studies, you must take JMS 210. That's just an absolute requirement. But even if you don't want to work in any of the media industries, which I think is probably most of you, you still need to know how the media industries operate so that you can be a sophisticated, informed, and discerning consumer of news, right? Not everything that is reported is true. Not everything you see on screen is true. Not everything that a politician puts out as a tweet is true. So if you understand how the media operates, you can be a more sophisticated and intelligent consumer of media. Okay, all right. Required books. I don't have the required book with me because I'm at home right now listening to records, as you can tell, but I'm going to insert a picture right here. All right, get this book. It's at the bookstore. You can get it used if you want, but you do need a particular edition. All right, I also want you to get the New York Times right here. I get it in print. This is today's copy, Sunday, January 14th, right here. Here's today. No, you don't have to get it in print. I'm old. I'm almost 50 years old, so I like to read it in print. You can go online on Blackboard. There's a link. If you are a student, which I think all of you are students if you're taking this class, you can get a very inexpensive, discounted online subscription to the New York Times. 5 times throughout the semester, we will have quizzes based on material in the New York Times. The purpose of that is to keep you informed, keep you up to date, and also to make sure that the curriculum stays relevant, right? I always try and update the curriculum and make it relate to what's going on in the real world. And if we force ourselves to incorporate news, that takes care of that, okay? Full instructions are on Blackboard. Take a look at Blackboard with full instructions. There are 3 exams, okay? You are allowed to bring 1 page of notes to the exam. 1 page. You can write on the front, you can write on the back, but they must be handwritten notes. The purpose of handwritten notes is the process of creating your study guide is going to put the information in your brain. Okay, many students say by the time they create the study guide, they never have to use it because they've memorized all the information. My work here is done. Okay, that's the purpose of the 1-page study guide. Also, you need an eye clicker. Again, I'm at home, I don't have one. I'm going to insert an image right here. Okay, get your eye clicker. Most of you already have one. Register it through the class Blackboard site, and during lecture I will ask multiple choice questions. You get a point every time you answer, whether you give the correct answer or not. You have to get at least 100 clicker points. That counts as a portion of your grade. You can still miss up to 5 class sessions and still get the 100 points. Okay, I'm going to ask about 130 or 140 questions over the course of the semester. So if you have to miss for an internship, for a wedding, for whatever reason, you have to travel out of town, you can miss a certain number of classes. You don't have to tell me about it. Just come as often as possible. Okay, the lecture notes are always put up on Blackboard a minimum of 2 days in advance of the lecture. That's to make note-taking easier for you and to just kind of give you a basis to go off. You can fill in lecture notes, add more to it, sort of fill in the gaps, but I at least put up some basic lecture notes, and the first set of lecture notes are already up. Okay, so I've covered no class, Thursday, January 18th. We're going to meet the following Tuesday. The required books, get the New York Times, get an iClicker, register your iClicker, and look at the lecture notes and syllabus on Blackboard. Okay, see you soon.